Wade from behind takes it away. Chalmers, Cole, James! LeBron turned the corner inside!
The lead is 3. Love, LeBron, and got it! Throws up the floater. Good pass!
Off the steal. James with the stop.
That's a way to get your first bucket, Marv. The steal and the finish. Allow me to introduce myself.
The NBA is a league of narrative construction where legends are born and eras are defined by moments of greatness. For nearly 2 decades, LeBron James has been a defining figure of the NBA, a colossus who dominated the court and redefined what it means to be an all-time great. Even the best careers, however, have moments of transition where the baton is passed, often without pomp or circumstance. For LeBron, that time came in the 2023 NBA All-Star Game, a game that had little stake but would prove to be the beginning of the end of the LeBron era. Of great consideration to many, the 2023 NBA All-Star Game held in Salt Lake City goes down in history as among the least remembered in recent times. The viewership was the worst since the 1990s, and to most fans and analysts, it looked more or less like a glorified layup drill. The game was really different from the more aggressive, competitive spirit of All-Star matches that was once seen, and it really left many who had watched it very much disgusted. But beneath the surface, this game set the stage for a seismic shift in the NBA's landscape. A format created to spare players from embarrassment during the All-Star draft led to a decision that would haunt LeBron James. In choosing starters, LeBron unwittingly set into motion a series of events that would signal the end of his dominance. It shut out Nikola Jokic, a 2-time reigning MVP and a player who had destroyed records with his historical player efficiency rating. Though the order of selection was intended to be innocuous, it would soon prove to be anything but harmless. The room held its collective breath with LeBron and Giannis Antetokounmpo, taking turns to choose their teams. By the end of choosing starters, there was Jokic, almost as an afterthought. In a tellingly awkward moment, he approached LeBron to pick himself before any decision LeBron could make. Essentially, the last pick turned out to be a reigning MVP, fresh off of one of the best seasons in the history of the NBA. He laughed it off, quipping that he wouldn't have picked himself either.
I will not draft myself either. I'm not meant for this game.
But beneath the humor, a sting of disrespect was there. For a player as good as Jokic, overlooking of this kind was not a slight to slide over. While the world moved on quickly from the incident, Jokic did not. This would be the instant that set in motion a train of events that came to a head months down the line, ultimately dethroning LeBron James. Fast forward to the 2023 NBA playoffs. The Los Angeles Lakers, riding the back of LeBron and Anthony Davis, battled their way through the first 2 rounds, setting the stage for a showdown with the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. This series was supposed to be LeBron's opportunity to prove a point. He was still the king of the NBA. Basically, the Lakers played almost to perfection in Game 1. Anthony Davis scored 40 points, LeBron flirted with a triple-double, and the team shot with remarkable efficiency. But despite going all guns blazing, the Nuggets pulled off a win, thanks a lot to the masterful display by Jokic. It was a gut punch to LeBron and his Lakers, another reminder that this series would be no cakewalk. Game 2 was even more harrowing. There, the Lakers were able to hang on to a 12-point lead early in the third quarter, just before the Nuggets stormed in, with an indefatigable Jokic backing them up, leaving the Lakers grappling in the days of a comeback. At the close of this game, Denver held a 2-0 lead, and things certainly didn't bode well for their opponents. As the series went on, it became evident that LeBron was not quite the same elite player he once had been. The Nuggets controlled all aspects of Game 3 from the start and were only finally threatened late when the Lakers tied things up in the fourth quarter. Just when the Lakers thought they had a chance to mount a comeback, Jokic again took matters into his own hands, securing their 3-0 series advantage. Game 4 was just the final nail in the coffin. Down by 15 at halftime, most teams would have easily given into a game against LeBron and the Lakers. Not Jokic, though. He went off in the second half, turning in a performance that sealed the deal not only for the sweep, but also for the end of LeBron's reign. In the wake of this victory by the Nuggets, LeBron found himself looking back for mistakes. For the first time in his storied career, he had been swept in the playoffs. And to blame was a player whom he had inadvertently disrespected months prior. The irony was palpable. LeBron had picked Jokic last in the All-Star draft, and now Jokic had turned around and ended LeBron's playoff run in brutal fashion. The 2023 playoffs were just one of those defining points in time for not only LeBron, but for the NBA in general, where you could feel the passing of the torch to a new era. Nikola Jokic, at one point the last pick in any All-Star draft, emerged as the face of the league, a force who could dominate on both sides of the court and win big games. If the 2023 playoffs were the beginning of the end, the 2024 season was the final confirmation that the LeBron era had truly come to close. March 2024. This time, he was going to meet Jokic and the Nuggets on the brink of biblical history with 40,000 career points, a record that no player had ever reached. That was supposed to be one of those games, a night in which LeBron would cement his legacy with appropriate celebrations of greatness. Jokic didn't want to hear any of it. Beyond LeBron's best effort, the Nuggets once again outclassed the Lakers. And Jokic took it to another level with his basketball IQ. LeBron did accomplish his milestone, but even that was overshadowed by another loss at the hand of Jokic. The game was symbolic. It had been an emblematic passage, an anointing occasion. The once unstoppable force that was LeBron James had just been put in its place at the hands of the new face of the NBA. There was no doubt about the Serbians' dominance, and it was pretty clear to whoever watched that a new era was about to start. LeBron James has certainly had a great effect on the NBA. He utterly changed the game, set records probably unbreakable, and inspired a generation of players. Still, even great careers must come to an end. And for LeBron, that time would finally come not with a bang, but with a quiet, unobtrusive transfer of power. What seemed to be nothing more than the 2023 All-Star Game initiated the snowball effect that eventually closed the curtains on the LeBron era. Nikola Jokic emerged as the face of the new league. And another basketball era began, the one in which LeBron James was no longer a prime face. As the career of LeBron James now just becomes a matter of dwindling minutes, his legacy is safe. However, the torch has already passed, and the NBA is currently in the hands of new stars led by that man who ended the LeBron era, Nikola Jokic. What's your take on the moment that marked the end of the LeBron era? Was it a turning point for the NBA, or just another chapter in the ever-evolving game? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more captivating breakdowns of the sports world's biggest moments. Stay to the very end to catch the preview of our next episode, where we will uncover the stunning facts behind some of the most controversial events in the history of basketball.